Hello, my name is Matthew Jones. I am co-founder of Perfect Flow. What I'm going to be showing you is the same exact system we use to close over $4 million in real estate deals last year alone. It involves automated workflows, automated follow-ups, AI lead qualifying, and let's get to it. All right, so real quick, I'm going to give you a quick tour on where you find everything in our platform here. And then I'm going to go into a little bit on how AI lead qualifying workflows work, but I'm not going to get into too crazy detail. I'm just going to this is a kind of a short run through demo on how things work on the back end. And then, of course, I recommend you check out our role playing AI, so you can really get your a real experience with AI. Having a conversation with it and role playing with it as if you were the property owner, kind of type thing. All right, so let's get to it. So this is the dashboard. This is where we're going to be seeing where our deals are. Right, if we have deals in the pipeline, deals under contract. Those types of things we're going to be seeing, our potential profit and our real profits. That type of data is all going to be found here. You can see there's also some, we also have Facebook ad reports, Google ad reports. All of that can be easily displayed here so that it's dashboard, everything in one spot. And of course, nothing's here because this is just a blank account. This is kind of what it looks like when you first sign in. You sign up, you sign in. This is what it'll be looking like. Kind of a ghost town. Same with conversations. We don't have anything in here yet. But this is where all of your conversations will be living. You'll see all the individual conversations here, the chat here, and then details about who you are chatting with will be all displayed here. So it's everything from text messaging, contacts to email. All of it is going to be living here. The main thing too, the fun part is watching AI reply to all the different people and seeing those conversations and reactions. And then you also have a chance to train AI back here based on their responses. That's all in other videos, so let's just continue on this quick tour. I don't want to get too distracted because I could go down the rabbit hole pretty easily. But all the appointments that the AI makes for you are going to be found here in your calendar. Our calendars are very customizable. You can do round robin calendar, service type calendars, all kinds of things. But this is where you're able to see all the different appointments that are being booked from your AI. Now, contacts, this is where you'll upload contacts and just get a nice view of all the contacts that you have in your system, whether it was funneled in from forms, ads, or uploaded, right? You'll see all your contacts here. Opportunities is really where our pipelines are. So we have a couple pre-built ones. We have acquisition, dispo, transactions. These pipelines help you visually see where people are in the process of in your marketing campaign. And a lot of this is easily displayed in nice graphs on your dashboard as well. Full tutorial on opportunities is another video. Payments is where you can accept payments, of course, send invoices. The other cool thing are contracts. We do have template contracts available right now. They're just getting all redone for the new year. But you could send out contracts and you could do e-signatures, things like that, making it all easy for you and in-house. Marketing, this is where we can be scheduling social media posts. Also, it's where your email templates live. We have several email templates are already ready to go. You just gotta plug in your details, make them make them personal, things like that. Snippets is where really this is our quick text replies. So if you're wanting to do quick text replies manually, you're not having AI do it. Then this is what you could update these to make them personal. But we have several already available, and really when you are in, this is again in a different video, so I can't get too deep here again. But yeah, these are all editable. We also like to, once you're done editing, we always recommend train the AI on all these conversations, because really it's about, if someone says this, say that, right? So training the AI with these text snippets is very helpful and saves a lot of time in training. Automation, this is really where the magic happens, okay? This is where we build out the automated workflows for, not only follow-ups, right? Because let's say someone doesn't want to sell their house now, 3, 6, 12 months from now, maybe that's a different story. So we want to be always, we don't want any leads to ever slip through the cracks and go missing. We want to be following up with them way down in the down the road. For us, it's like 80% of deals come from follow-ups. All right. This is also where we build our conversation AI workflows, and let's go ahead and just kind of show you how this sort of works here. Again, there's different videos that go more in detail about all these different workflows. Let's try. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this one. We'll do this. So basically for this, right? This is just a workflow for AI cold outreach, right? We haven't talked to this person. Maybe it's a database, a list that we downloaded and uploaded here. But yeah, basically you have several different ways to basically trigger the workflow. It could be, if this was a Facebook form from an ad, you'd have that trigger here. Then you'd kind of go down the steps, all right? So we would want to assign a user, maybe, right? So that's who's the acquisition manager this contact's going to be assigned. We could split this up so it divvies out to different acquisition managers if we wanted. Adding a tag, so we want to add it, cold lead, so that now we know in the system easily that this person is officially in a workflow. They've been reached out to, they've been touched, they're a cold lead. All right. And then split, this is where we really split all the different text messages. We try to do 4 to 5 per workflow, and really what that does is it just makes the messages so that the questions we're asking are different, allows us to A/B test, right, which text messages are doing better. If you have a text message that you're trying to send out and it's just that message just is doing a lot worse than all the other ones, you can go ahead and edit that message. It's easy to kind of do that. So it's a way for us to A/B test and also make the carriers happy that it's not going to be constantly the same exact thing sent by all the AI bots. So if I back this up, you can kind of see how massive this workflow is. Now we have a couple different systems where it's like, okay, yeah, you could have this one giant workflow, but when you use a giant workflow like this, it becomes kind of a pain in the butt to edit it whenever you want to, because for us, we have several workflows for each phone number, and it can kind of get pretty crazy if you make them pretty big. And so this is kind of a crazy one, but let's go and check this out. Let's go to one of our conversation AIs and see what this is all about. All right. So when you open up a conversation AI, this is where you configure your bot. So if you have this toggle off, it's going to have your native AI employee setting. So I'll kind of show you that a little bit where that is, but essentially you can go in and train an AI on everything you want and then have it free reign on your entire system. So you could have one, text message bot or just one, acquisition manager for the whole system, and they're just doing their thing. Now, I don't do that for really, with real estate, right? Because there's so many, the bots do a much better job in lead qualifying. This kind of way is great for like customer service maybe, but like when you're trying to do lead qualifying tasks, I really niche it down to a very specific bot with a very specific goal in mind. So that's why we never do that. Here we have this switched on. Now these are custom values, and we use custom values for our prompts because the AIs a lot of times have the same personality, the same instructions, right? So, but we need a lot of different bots, and I'll show you why. But because it's all about a step process. You ask a question, you get a response from the recipient. The AI determines, what that response is, and then sends it in, whichever branch. It moves on the conversation to the next AI bot or next workflow or whatever, right? So this question, hey, first name, I'm so and so, so and so. I saw you were owner of whatever property, address, and city. I want to know if you still owned it, right? Very simple question there. So the AI pretty much spits this out the same all the time. So that's why we do have different AI bots. Now we do have Spintax as well, but this system does pretty fine for us right now. Now, depending on their answer to that question, right? If they didn't say anything at all, they go down this branch here, right? They'll wait 3 days, and then we'll drip them into a voicemail. Now, this voicemail, this is a ringless voicemail, so this goes directly in their inbox. And how these work is basically it calls the number, hangs up, gets it into the message in the recording into the mailbox. And when we do these, a lot of times if you send them out, and like let's say you send out 100 at a time, you can get several people calling you at the very, right back, all at the same time. So it can get a bit crazy. You can lose phone calls. Of course, we have inbound voice AI that could be taking those calls. But nonetheless, it kind of makes it a little frantic sometimes. So I usually do a drip mode so that the calls go through every, 5-10 minutes, so you're not inundated with inbound calls all the time. And then we got another wait. Then we get an email, okay, and you can have the email written out here, or of course have a template that's linked to it. And then they get another conversation AI text message. All right. Now let's go down another branch. Let's say they want to sell. All right. Well, we're updating the opportunity, right? Because that's just like, hey, they're interested in selling. Definitely, maybe take a look at this one way or the other. Could obviously be total, a crap lead still, but nonetheless, it's like, hey, it's somebody that is expressing they want to sell. And then of course you have a different AI bot. Sounds good. Contact first name. Have you done any improvements to the property recently? And so like what we like to do is always just try to get a couple questions answered. Like if they say, yeah, I'm interested in selling, we want to get a couple questions, and you can change these questions to whatever you're really wanting to get out of the seller about the property. It's to me, it just shows that the person's definitely more interested if they actually respond and they're chatting with you and they answer one or two more questions. Of course, so many people are like, hey, send me the price. I want to know how what's your offer? The AI is trained on that as well. Objection handling the AI does so much better on objection handling than most humans, better than any VA I've ever hired. So it does a pretty decent job on that. Now, if they don't want to sell, they have another branch, or if they text out, it kicks them out of the workflow, and we won't text them again. And then, of course, if let's say the conversation's going good and they want to schedule a time to call, that is where we get to the appointment booking conversation bot. And this bot is sole purpose is just to get them scheduled for an appointment. I always recommend to, of course, add in your prompts, how do you want the AI to be, the appointment booking bot to be basically sharing the different, open slot times, right? So you can have it recommend dates, or just simply say, if it looks pretty corny when it sends just like a whole bunch of different dates. So I would do something like, ask when the best time is for the recipient, and then schedule the nearest time to that, or whatever, right? You could do certain things that make it sound much more human-like and convincing. Anyway, so that is in a nutshell how all this kind of works. And of course, we have other videos that go much deeper into all of these workflows and how to build them, okay? Now, sites, we have templates for funnels and websites, okay? So funnels, really that's great for like landing pages, right? Forms. If you have your, sellyourhousefast.com or whatever, with the form and everything. This is where you can be building that, and then websites is obviously here. And the templates aren't too bad. That's already pre-installed. There's several templates available, but like here, for example, I'll just show you you can go in and edit. It's a very easy to use website builder, okay? You just plug in your details and everything. And we do have an auto address filler, so basically people could start typing out their address, and they can select their address really easily. And from there, sometimes we've built out workflows that go off of their information, and then automatically just sends them an offer. Kind of like a blind offer, but you get some personal details from people already. All right, moving on. I will kind of just show you. So reporting, really, this isn't too much. Not going to do too much here, but like, media storage, reputation. So your, media storage, sorry, I just blew past that. This is where you're going to access files. You can connect your Google Drive, so contracts, things like that. Very handy to have that there. Reputation. This is great for like Google reviews, SEO kind of type stuff. All right, and reporting is where you're going to see a lot of different, you could have, of course, Google Ads report, Facebook Ads report, call reports. So this is where you can really see how the phone calls are going, how many are getting connected, how long each phone calls are, average phone call is, things like that. This is also great to see, to be reviewing if you're doing a lot of AI phone calls. Agent report, there's it's I don't know. This of course is fantastic if you have multiple agents, multiple acquisition managers, disposition managers. If you're a one-man show, this is nice. This is good to look at, but you can pretty much get everything that you need here from just custom reports. Now let's kind of take a look in the back end here. So basically, this is where you're going to be training your AIs. As if you're going to be using AI that kind of is using has access to everything, and they can answer and chat in with whatever text message or whatever you want to assign it to. Now I don't use this a lot for lead qualifiers. And if you do build out an AI bot here and you let it text message, it's going to compete with your other AI that's also sending message. So you might get double messages. This thing's kind of rogue. It'll message whatever text message that comes in. It's there. It's messaging, whether you're messaging or whatever. Or Facebook Messenger, website. A lot of times I just build these out for maybe like website chat, and that's the only access they get. They can just chat on the website. Um, Things like that. This works out pretty well. But as far as the lead qualifying goes, definitely build those in the workflows. It'll work much better. These bots, a lot of times, because lead qualifying is all about stages. Is this person serious? How serious is this person? Right? You're basically gauging a temperature. And oh yeah, that person might want to sell, but they aren't really motivated. So we'll throw them. We'll contact them in 3 months or something, right? Or maybe they're really motivated, so we want to schedule an appointment with them. We want to raise the radar so that it's in your face. Those types of things is all that lead qualifying is definitely best done in the workflows, because these conversation AI bots will a lot of times talk in circles. Now, voice AI, right now we just do excuse me, inbound voice AI natively right now. That's where it's worked best. We do outbound AI calls quite often. However, with real estate, it's hard. It's kind of like the same if you use like foreign cold callers, right? It's like, if there's an accent or something, a lot of times people are turned off on it. If they detect at all that it's an AI, then a lot of times it's not gonna go well. So it's definitely possible. We do use it sometimes, but it's always getting better, right? The technology is always getting better. It's not so much really that it sounds like AI. It's just that the AI is more likely to make mistakes, like like let's say there's just a long awkward pause, and the AI doesn't know how to break the silence, kind of thing. It could just act awkwardly, and sometimes just weird things. How phones sometimes have echoes. Like if it's an echo, it gets in a loop because it might hear itself but thinks that was a response, so that it just is. It's sometimes glitchy, kind of thing like that. So the outbound voice AI, I definitely recommend trying it. Definitely, we'll help you get that going and everything. But it's just our conversion rates are just a lot better when we do AI texting versus AI phone calls. It's just better conversion rates. So that's why we always do like first touch, trying to do text message. It works out really well. But ringless voicemail is another great one as well. And then, this is basically where you'll be getting your phone numbers, managing your phone numbers, and getting your A2P compliance all worked out. And all your details, you add staff back here. You get unlimited contacts, unlimited team members. But yeah, I mean, this has gone on way longer than I wanted to, and I wish I could just kind of keep going down the rabbit hole with you guys. But we really, if you want more details on all these types of projects, I'm sorry, if you want more details on all the different sections here, automations, contacts, opportunities, definitely, just reach out with any questions you have. If you haven't booked a discovery call, do so. or you can go for it and register. Now, of course, you can do it yourself, where you'll sign up, and you'll get access to everything here, plus countless training videos and support, of course. Or you can have us do it for you, and we'll work with you on, well, first we learn everything about you, and then train your AIs and test them, and work with you on building it for you. And with that comes a lot more customizable stuff as well. But yeah, do reach out to us if you have any questions. And thank you for watching our demo. And again, this is Matt with Perfect Flow. I'm out.